Hey y'all, hope y'all are having a good day today. Today we're going to be taking a look at a replay that I got while trying to record footage for my F105 review. I got this gameplay and it felt a little bad using it for background footage, so we're going to go over this gameplay together because I had a really good game. So we're starting off. I've got the 4x aim 9 and 14 750-pound bomb loadout. Gonna go knock out this base on the far left-hand side. Going for this one mainly because I don't want to go after the ones on the right. If I go for the ones on the right, that's gonna be putting me a lot closer to enemy fighters that are taking off. So I'm gonna hit this left one, and then the plan is, if no one else, well, I might drop some bombs on the convoy down there on the left. If not, I'll just drop the bombs and then head back towards base, get behind my friendly fighters, then turn around and go help them in the Furballs. So right now I'm just checking out where the other F105s are at, because it's looking like none of them are coming for these two left bases, and now I'm starting to think, oh, maybe I can get two bases in this run instead of just one. So I'm going to hit this right base first, mainly because it's a bit closer than the left-hand one. So I'm going to put 6 bombs on this first one. So I'm going to go into the virtual HUD here, because sometimes the F105 body gets in the way of actually viewing the CCIP site. So quick switch to the virtual HUD, 6 bombs away on the first base, coming over to the second base, and we're going to put another 6 bombs out before I adjust my drops from pairs to singles, get the 7th bomb off, and looks like I might have missed with a pair of bombs on that first base, so I don't think I'm going to get it. Got the second one though. So come around here, we'll get the bombs off, and then we'll look for targets. Like this MiG-21 in front of us. It's German for sure. It's an SPSK, as the one that just killed that F105. He didn't see me, and now he's turning away. Trying to get behind him, but a little bit outside of aim 9 range right now. Just double check on that base. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. It's not bleeding down. Think about maybe going for that high 21, but he's not in the right position. So gonna stay after this SPS. I'm now within range for missile, so there goes Fox 2. And does this get him? Almost. Oh, right behind him. That one was close. But this Harrier's putting himself in front of my gun, so quick burst of the M61, and he's down. Now, got the CL-13s coming in. I'm gonna go head on with this one. Aimed a bit too high there, didn't get him. Now the MiG-21's turning in front of me, so we're gonna try to gun him down. And warming up a missile just in case. Guns, kind of a bad shot for me there. Gonna turn in, but he's turning into me again, so he's bled most of his speed by now, so I'm going to level out over here. Quick check of my 6, make sure no one's in range that I need to worry about, and then I'm gonna help this friendly F5. CL-13 is stalling himself out, so Fox 2 on him, then go guns on this J-35, and there's a quick double kill. Cleared my F5C for a moment, and then he's gonna get destroyed by the other fighters that are there. There's 4v1 right there. I don't want anything to do with that. We are heavily outnumbered at the moment, so I'm going to come over here and see if I can help this F4C with this single MiG-21. I want to try to have local superiority of numbers, especially in the F105. Not really the best turn fighter, so I'm gonna avoid that for those 4 enemies that are back there. And our F4C is trying to blind the MiG-21 behind him with smoke. He's pulling him up, and the MiG-21's turned around at this point. He had wanted nothing to do with our Airfield SAMs, so I'm going to see if I can get him in the head-on here. Aim a bit low, bring the rounds up, and I only managed to get a hit there. Our friendly F4C's turned around and is going for this MiG-21, so I'm going to go vertical here so I can then see which way the MiG-21 goes, and depending on where he goes, I should be able to follow him down out of the dive. We've got a second F4C coming in, and oh, there's a Harrier from that from that 4-man Furball earlier. Quick head on with him. dodge, come back for another one, and I crit his right wing there. This 121's running away, but now we got 2 Harriers down here, and we just lost one of our F4Cs. I think about going for the 21, but then decide I need to help my F4C back here, but it's too late. He gets S-rammed by the 2nd Harrier. So the Harrier on the left I know has critical damage, so I want to try to hit this Harrier on the right at the moment, but he's not going to be a good target. I'd be setting myself up for this guy on the left, so go over here and shoot him up with the M61 again, and he lost tail control on that even though it wasn't a critical, so he might crash here, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna come around, go for this second one that I haven't touched yet. He's gonna come into the head-on with me, so quick burst of the M61 again. I get a crit on him, and then he gets hit by a SAM. Somehow he hasn't gone down in flames. He's not doing well though. This one Harrier is trying to get away. I'm not going to let that happen. Run him down, aim 9, E shot at 1.5-ish miles, and he can't dodge that. As you saw, he had no vertical stabilizer there. It had gotten shot off by me. So he had no hope of outrunning that missile or dodging it. Now let's go deal with this second Harrier. I'm going to be careful of the head-on SRAM because I've had it happen to me like the game before this one, so gonna go out, pull hard. He tries to SRAM me, but there's no way that missile's gonna get me. Then I'm just going to make sure I'm outside of SRAM range before I come over the top. Didn't want him doing a quick loop and getting an SRAM off on me as I was turning around slow up here at the top of my turn. We're gonna come around, warm up in the last A9 I have, get within 1.3 miles, Fox 2, and he's not getting away from that one. And that is splash number 5 for the ace. Now at this point, it's a 3v1 as I check right here. I know one's an SU-7 that's currently ground pounding. You'll see him in the kill feed here in just a second. And the second one is a see, there's the SU-7. Second one is a MiG-21S that I got away from this fight earlier. I personally think I can take him at the moment. I'm not really fearing the SU-7, so it's really just what is that third guy at the moment. Gonna go ahead and quickly land here so that I can get rearmed, get some more gas, more missiles, and more ammo, and get back up. Now that SU-7's I'm not fearing too much because I think he's just gonna try to bleed me out of tickets, and I've got enough tickets to last a little bit, so I'm not super worried about him ending the game right now. So I'm going to be looking for that MiG-21S and whatever is the third enemy player up. Get down real quick, and I'm going to J out as soon as I stop so I can swap to the just for AIM-9 loadout. I don't want to have the bomb racks on in this next go up, so quickly scroll down, find the 4 AIM-9 loadout, grab it, and back to battle. And if y'all didn't know, if your plane has no damage, as soon as you come to a stop on the airfield, you can J out and then respawn to load in or rearm faster. Now we're taking off. I had applied the brakes there, let my engine warm up so I have a shorter takeoff run. And just seeing if I can spot any dots off to the left or right as I take off. Quick check at the scoreboard again, see how many points I have to work with. There, got a couple hundred more. I'm gonna go ahead and activate an Avenger here so they can't do the same to me. I was hoping to maybe spot anyone that could have been above my airfield. I didn't think there was anyone up there, but I just wanted to make sure, so I popped the Avenger. I'd still have the blind hunt for later if I need it. Doesn't look like anyone's above me, but I'm gonna keep checking every now and then because you don't want someone diving down from above and hitting you with a missile. Now I'm gonna be flying straight towards their airfield at the moment. A SU-7 I saw was heading back that direction, so he must have been out of ordnance. Hoping I can catch their fighters over at the airfield. They're probably taken back off as well by this point. Probably in the air. So we're gonna go for a little altitude, but mainly keep our speed up so we can get over there as quickly as possible. And there's the MiG-21S, Avenger spotting him out for me, so lets me know where he's at. Looks like he is just taken off. And we're coming right towards each other. I do want to have the altitude advantage, so climbing a bit harder here and watching what he does. Gonna climb off to the side here because it looks like he's coming directly at me, and I don't want to be right in front of his screen once I get within view range. And I still think he's kind of coming towards me here. It takes me a little bit to realize he's not coming directly at me, as he's going to turn off here and follow the coastline. He's probably thinking, since I'm in an F105, I'm going to go bomb one of the bases, and he's going to try to intercept me over by the bases. Is not a bad idea on his part, but that's not what I'm doing. And here I've realized he's not coming directly at me, so I'm gonna turn to get an intercept course on him because Avenger just ended, and I'm gonna lose the mark, but I'll quickly pick up the dot here as he crosses near the mouth of that river. Looking off towards the airfield just to make sure I don't see anyone else coming up. Gonna start diving towards that 21 now. And there he is. Gonna warm a missile up. Hopefully I can slot in behind him. And, well, that's probably not gonna work. There's a CL-13 right there, and the MiG-21's noticed. Well, I'm gonna try to gun him here. I need to get something. Hopefully I kill him. I'll take that crit to the right wing. That's gonna make his turning and rolling rate really hard at this point, and gonna mess him up. And I'll take any slight advantage I can get at this point. That 21 is definitely the one I want dead first. I don't really fear the CL-13 too much, so I'm gonna keep my energy, come up into a climb before coming back around and trying to head on this 21. And there goes my RWR, so he's probably gonna try to shoot an R3R, and yep, there's one R3R. It's a 10G missile, so nothing too much to worry about as long as I'm running away from it, or not going directly head on from it. I can dodge it. And he shot two. CL-13 shot one missile. Now the 21 shot all four, and the 13 has shot both of his missiles. So both of them are now out of missiles. They have no hope of catching me now. And the 21's now going to turn around and go back to his airfield. Pretty smart move on his part. He's going to have a hard time getting guns on me after I crit his wing. And he had that CL-13 right there, so I couldn't turn around right away without the CL-13 getting within guns range. I had to take this turn real slow, and that allowed the MiG-21 to get away. He's going back towards their airfield, but now that I'm turned around, I'm going to try to run him down. You see him crossing the river just there, near the little T intersection of the river, and then I spot the Su-7 above him. So I've got some tickets left, but I don't want this Su-7 running free, so I'm going to try to take a pass on him right here, but he sees me coming and pulls up out of my burst. I'm not going to turn for him. That CL-13 would have been able to get within guns range, and I don't want to let this MiG-21 get away, so we're going to climb back up, try to pick him back up over their airfield and maybe kill him as he's landing or as he's taking off. Having a little trouble spotting him right here. And just seeing where that CL-13 is. Still back there. He's trying to chase me, but having a hard time. Alright, I see the 21 now. He is on approach to landing. Gonna start my dive. He's just over the end of the runway now. Warm the missile up. Not able to get a lock on his engine. I'm gonna have to start worrying about SAMs here soon because I've dropped down in altitude, and the airfield AA is gonna start opening up. There's the first SAM. Gonna dive off to the right here. That missile went stupid. Second SAM, it's tracking for me, but quick pull into it. He can't do anything. And then with the ballistics computer on the M61, I shred the 21. Now I'm gonna stay low, extend away from this airfield, and then try to go after either the CL-13 or the SU-7. The CL-13 is the one chasing me at the moment. If I could pick him off on his own, I would, but that SU-7 is also a target I need to worry about as I'm starting to run low on tickets. CL-13 is not chasing me anymore. Looks like he's gonna try to land and get more missiles. And here, I'm checking how many tickets I have and trying to decide whether I'm gonna go back and get that CL-13 or if I need to go get this SU-7, and a little indecisive here, but in the end, I'm gonna decide to go after the SU-7, mainly after he killed that howitzer. I was like, I can't let that guy sit around here killing any of my ground units any longer. I don't have the tickets to spare anymore. So turn towards him, full afterburner. He's gonna be low on ammo after all of that ground pounding he has done, so hopefully he only has like 1 or 2 shots here. I mean, hopefully I can just dive in behind him. As he's down on the deck, I'm up near 10,000 feet. I've definitely got an altitude advantage. There we go, going supersonic, so I've got a lot of speed behind me as well. Going ahead and getting ready to dive on him, and then he pitches up towards me, and I'm thinking, oh man, he's just gonna stall out below me. This is great. So point my nose up. If he wants to go into the vertical, I'll go into the vertical with him. And I'm getting close to stalling, so he should be getting close to stalling. Probably pop the smoke, so why not? I'll pop my smoke as well. And coming over the top, and this guy, he's still climbing. He's still climbing. How's he still climbing? I should have stalled out by now. And oh shit, he's behind me now. Well, I was not expecting that, especially when I had the altitude, and I assumed we were near similar speeds. He just straight out climbed me there. That surprised me. I might have been missing a few performance modifications at this point. 2 at the most. It made like the cover and maybe the structure would have been the ones I was missing. I was close to having all of them at this point, but that could have explained how he outclimbed me, as he is in the premium SU-7, so he would have had all his performance mods. And our climb rates are similar when I'm fully spaded, so that's probably how he had the advantage. So now I'm just trying to stay out of his nose and see if I can get him to shoot out in front of me. And yeah, he got in front of me there. I'm dead at this point. I'm thinking, I'm dead. He's gonna shoot. He's out of ammo. He had 2 or 3 shots there. He could have easily picked me off, and he didn't. He's out of ammo. I'm gonna turn. Let's go get the CL-13. That guy's just trying to waste my time. Quickly pop the blind hunt, hoping to get the CL-13, and nope, I get the SU-7. Of course. Well, guess we're gonna have to spot the CL-13 the hard way. Gonna come off to the right here, so I'm not flying directly at the airfield. Just see what that SU-7's doing. He's chasing me. Honestly, that was a dumb move on his part. Once he knew I realized he had no ammo, he should have just started running the opposite direction. I find the CL-13, I'm gonna take this head on all day. 350 cals versus a Vulcan is not gonna, well, not M350 cals versus a Vulcan is not gonna end in the CL-13's way, so he dies. Now I just have to kill this defenseless SU-7, and I have to do it quickly as I have a sliver left on my ticket counter. Trying to get him to overshoot me here, got him to overshoot in front of me, and I just couldn't get the nose to come around the top there. I kind of just hang here up at the top of this loop. Start warming up a missile because I know I'm going to have to force him to turn. I've got 4 of them, so I can afford to waste a couple of these AIM-9s right now. Pull the flaps up and get the nose on. Fire a missile. That was a bit too soon. That missile just went straight stupid off the rail. Warm up a second one. Fire it off. I've got to force him to turn at this point. That missile probably wasn't going to get to him, but he still turns anyway. That's going to allow me to catch up to him, and he's doing all sorts of little rolls right now. I have 264 tickets left, so I need to hurry. Roll up over the top, get another missile lock, Fox 2, and he dodges it by just turning hard left because I was leading him for a straight flight there. But that's going to get me into gun range. And spray the Vulcan, and I only got a hit. Well, poo. Thankfully, SAMs aren't coming up at me, but here come the M247s. I can't really afford to stay here too long, but I got to get him to turn, so shoot off another Fox 2. He evades it with a nice barrel roll. Then I'm left to trying to spray M61 at him to force him to turn, and this is my absolute last chance right here. I don't have time, and I got the shot. Oh, whew, there's an 8-kill clutch with the 3v1 in the end. 164 tickets left. Yeah, I did not have the time to get that SU-7 if I missed in that pass right there. So, hope y'all enjoyed this game, because I really did. I was really happy with that win. And here's the results screen. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope y'all were able to learn a thing or two, and have a nice day, y'all.